Alright, this will be a grande, bagunça, espacial, 80%. Getting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Muito bem, soldado. Este será o seu treinamento.
Much the same as cutscene percent, except we don't see the cutscenes, obviously. I'm gonna do the beach level just for sake of doing it, because it also gets power-ups and ammo. But we don't. It is not required to do this level. We can skip out of it if we want to. But I'd rather do the level anyway. There we go. Got our power-ups for now. Alright, we have laser beam. That's actually fine for right now, because this is probably the one time I would want it over another weapon. Oh, there we go. At higher weapon levels, everything else is much stronger than laser, and level 1 laser is pretty much one of the better weapons you can get. Also, if you have no ammo, laser is one of the best weapons you can get, because it uses the least ammo. But it also takes care of these shrimps very, very slowly, so... Switch straight to the weapon so I don't use as much ammo. That's very important that we do not do that. Alright, we have boss for this boss. That's fine. That's okay. Should have the ammo for it. If I had stronger weapon levels, they would be even better, but I don't think you can actually get weapon level 2 in the first stage, the beach anyway. So it's fine. Get these guys out of here. And delete the shark. There we go. Did it. Yeah, I'm also getting my my menuing.
Esquadrão maluco, sua viagem está começando. Atacar!
Again, Green Mojo is the one of the stronger weapons in the game. It also costs the most ammo, so I don't like using it if I don't have to. But if you have the, there are some spots where it's legitimately very useful to have. So, you're seeing that during bosses 5 and 6, especially. At weapon level 2, so we're just gonna go ahead and eliminate everything. Good. We're not going to portal. We're not doing that for any percent, so we don't want to do it. All right. Boss is almost here. There we go. So I want bombs or Green Mojo. There we go. Alright, time for a huge war machine. We do have to actually wait for the chicken to talk, but we're skipping the other cutscenes because this is 80%, not cutscene percent. Also, weird quirk with this level and other levels like this where you go at very sharp angles from the ecliptic is that your bombs, they just go wherever they feel like. They don't follow like where you're actually aiming, they just go according to what way is left or right. Which you're not necessarily going at if you're going at this stage or stage 6, so bombs are not a great choice in stage 2 or stage 6 for that reason. Again, robots are like the worst enemies, so gotta get rid of them quickly. There we go. Hopefully we can get to level 3 weapons soon. That would be very good. I'm hoping to get that before the endpoint of stage 3, because that would be very good for going through stage 3 and also going into the future. I'm gonna take the boss for that guy just because he sucks. He's a robot. Robots are hard to kill in this game. Take the Green Mojo here. Get rid of some more robots. I'm going to ignore Cupid Heart because it's not 100%. You could get him a thing, but we're not going to. We're not going to. robots need to go away. That would be nice. Oh, nope. Ammo fell off the green screen. It doesn't count. I actually do want the green motor for this boss, so that's part of the fun. Bombs might be faster, but you have to be closer up to the boss to actually hit with the bombs. And he moves a lot, so it's fine. Stage 3, we have to go fly to the right, through the beast.
Mas dentro da fera, há inúmeros seres malvados tentando controlá-la. Você deve livrar as entranhas da fera de seus inimigos.
Now this stage would be good to have bombs on, so the sooner I can get those, the better. Alternatively, I can take fire until then, because bombs are actually... The green motor is actually the most expensive of the weapons to fire. Bombs are second most, fire is second least, and laser is the least expensive. There's bombs. And again, picking up weapon power-ups gives you a small amount of ammo. So if you have multiple ammo power-ups on top of each other, it's actually best to pick up everything but the one you want. Then make sure you stick with the one you actually want to carry through. Like here, I'm going to grab the green mojos and then come back for that one bomb power-up. There we go. Or not, but, you know. Now we have level 3 weapon. We will be reset to level 3 weapon between stages if we go higher than that, which is 4. But still nice to have. It's worth mentioning that level 4 bomb and laser are actually really, really good, but you can't keep them forever, so. Again, not touching the portal. Portal is bad. We do not. This is the wrong game for that. Either way. Use the bombs to get rid of that guy. Pick up the ammo. Fortunately, we're kind of locked into laser now, but that's okay. We have max health, which is good. Nope, thank you. This is actually not a stage that I have one green mojo on, so I'm going to try and opt for bombs if I can get them. But, if I can't, well, we're just going to stick with this. Perfect. Take those up. Grab the bombs last, they stick, and we're just going to keep going forward. The bombs are great at getting rid of the amoebas and the amoeba spawners. And just cleaning up the stage. There's a lot of walls we need to break through, and that's also a very good task for the bombs to do. So. More bombs down below. The lace is actually probably okay right now. For now it is. For now. Gotta break the eye wall. all that ammo, because we need all of it for later. And we'll just continue our leisurely flight through this beast's, something or other. I probably don't need to say what it is. You can guess. Almost a level 4 weapon, so if I can keep myself at level 3, that would actually be ideal, but it's not gonna happen. There's just gonna be too many power-ups that drop, so. Also, physics are just getting weird in this engine, so enjoy that. Yeah, I knew it was gonna be too many. So we'll reset to level 3 weapon for next stage, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. I don't care. You know, I'll collect all these power-ups because they're all worthwhile and all helpful and all worth it. Now, the reason level 4 bomb is pretty good is because it gives you a 4th bomb going basically straight up, so if you position yourself just right, you can actually hit enemies with all 4 bombs, which is very good for damage. You don't always get to do that, though, so, you know, you just gotta take what you get. The fire and green mojo power-ups get the 4th projectile at the back, so it's helpful in some cases. Again, not the most helpful all the time. So that's having bombs. It should be the boss. This is the boss. We have found boss. We're just gonna delete him. Boss is dead. Time for the Green Forest, which is the only boss, the only stage with a sub boss. Only stage with a mini boss, I should say, not a sub boss, a mini boss. There might be others that we don't do in the run, but this is the only one in the run with a mini boss, so it's fun. And this is actually a decent place to have fire for, so that's perfectly okay by me. Now, I do want to make sure that I have green mojo for the boss of levels 5 and 6, because it's very important to have that there for those bosses. But until then, I can just do whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. These bees are not good enemies either, though. I might actually take the bombs here. I'm not sure what the meal is. It might probably a gift for one of the NPCs that we don't recruit because it doesn't matter. Also, the haircut bot is kind of hard to kill, so I'm glad he's out of the way now. Ba, 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 ba. Unfortunately, there's a lot of just nothingness in this stage. Just the way it is. So make sure you don't hit the terrain, because that does cost health as well. You don't get killed for running into obstacles, it just costs health, but it's not good either way. Right. Another eye wall to destroy, because you gotta do that. Is there one more eye wall? Unfortunately, I can't fire to the music. It's very sad. I'm very sad that I cannot do that, but it's fine. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I do wish there was a way to speed the stage up, but I've not found one. There probably isn't one, to be fair. This is a space shmup, but there probably isn't a way to speed the stage up. So, but I do wish there was one. Also, we have coming up probably the worst edge of the universe portal in the game, because it's right here at the end of the stage, almost. So you have to play through the stage for like 6 minutes to 7 minutes just to get into that portal to then go through the stage again. It's not ideal. I would not recommend it. If you're doing 100%, then you, like all stages, then you would have to, but we're not doing that at the moment. It's not worth it. I don't want to do it. Yeah, if you go through one of those portals, you have to restart the stage. It's a ton of fun. Now, it is an unlock. It's worth doing if you're doing all stages, but that's still, you have to replay the stage again. The chicken didn't even get to attack. Didn't even get to tell me to attack.
Com seus implantes mecânicos, ele transformará todos em seus escravos. Destrua a nave de carga!
Also, the very well animated space worms. They are not terrifying at all, frankly. They're just little guys. Little rather big guys, in fact. Now we must defeat the cargo ship of Captain Robots. Yeah, I did get it nice. Get it close. Spam bomb. We'll take that just for now. It doesn't matter. Last stage.
Este é trabalho.
On to Crystal
O
Tunnel.
esquadrão maluco perseguiu o Capitão Robô até onde pôde e derrotou a maior parte de suas tropas. Agora você deve encontrá-lo e derrotá-lo de uma vez por todas. Se você pegar o atalho por este túnel de cristal, vai encontrá-lo na cidade paralela. Mas cuidado, é preciso manter silêncio, as criaturas do túnel irão acordar.
We're just gonna sit here for a bit and wait. Don't even have to do anything for like another 30 seconds. Just sit here and wait. Don't even have to move. Not until the amoeba start to attack. Which is about right about now. Now, this is a good stage to have bombs on, but I don't want bombs for the boss, for a very specific reason later on. They're not the most effective thing for it, I don't think. It's still very good if you get them with it, but it's not the safest way that I've found. Bombs, that's fine. Grab the Chocobo wearing a like Mesoamerican poncho? I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what that is. Alright. Approaching boss music for the stage. Not yet. Not yet, but we'll be at the boss soon. Thankfully, the stage is not as long as stage 4. Level 4 is the longest stage in the game. Besides stage 8, which is, of course, the last stage that we play in the run, so that makes sense. There's the boss music. We have our bombs from there. Barely saw them. Good. Good. Well, okay, fine. We have blazing fire. That's not terrible. This boss, I would prefer the bombs or the green mojo, but this would be okay. The reason I don't want bombs is because bombs don't have a lot of range, and you need to get through his mandibles there, so... Stage 6 is the stage where we do not want bombs, because it does not work. Fine, Captain Robots! Alright, this stage also goes pretty quickly, so we have to be careful that we don't get the dead. Really bad. Yeah, this part is fine with bombs. It doesn't work when you start like moving in other directions than straight forward. As we may see, you never know. Like this doesn't work. This just doesn't. This part's fine, but like I would not prefer this. I need to not take damage, and I have to be up close to do damage to these bombs, so... There we go. More health loss than I wanted to be, but that's fine. We'll be okay. If we don't get killed by the boss, we're probably good for the rest of the run. I do need more ammo, though. That's the problem. I need more ammo very quickly. There we go. We're at the boss. We have... Here's our choice of power-ups. Lasers, not ideal, but we'll take it. Also saves down ammo, sorry. You know what? I can do that nice too. Now, it is possible to do this just right, but it's a very specific spot in the terrain here, because the train will block your shots too, and it's not ideal. So we'll just go up front and volume. Now, I prefer to have a better weapon, one that actually does more damage to bosses, but this is gonna be fun. I do have to disengage for though, otherwise I will die. And it's back. Hide behind here. This is now a cover shooter. Unofficial cover shooter. Grande, bagunça, espacial. Now, if I can get to stage 7, we're fine. I just need to get to stage 7. Now, if I had more health to play with, I might use a special on them, but it's not worth it at this point. I have too low health. This boss is usually like the main sticking point of the run, so it's understandable if I do this. I should be able to make it through here with relative safety if I just keep hiding behind the terrain. And this is why stage 6 is actually pretty hard. Probably the hardest stage in the game, actually. No, that's not a good cycle. Not great either. Oh, took a hit. Now I gotta be careful. Okay. Almost fine, almost fine. Need to wait for my ammo to recharge, wait for a good cycle to go in and attack. Like there. There we go. Alright, stage 7, Enter Madness. This is the recovery stage from stage 6, so we're fine. The game gives you a minimum of 250 health and ammo, and also, this stage has a ton of power-ups right up front, so yes, we will be making full use of those. Because these butterflies are power-ups. They are power-up incarnate, effectively. So we're just going to use the fire weapon to basically just obliterate everyone as much as we can. Nope, not touching the portal. Sorry, not doing it. Can't make me. And now, starting stage with nothing, we're back to full health and pretty much full ammo as well. So, this is why I was not worried about stage 7. So we're at full health and ammo, and we're basically fine for the rest of the game. There's no, like, major problem with cars until the final boss. Specifically phase 1 is the final boss, because there are 2 phases to that fight. Phase 1 of the final boss can be tricky to figure out, but generally okay. Yeah, this stage you just follow the power-ups and just mash the stage part. Now we are going to be coming up on the boss relatively soon. I do want bombs for the boss. This boss is good to have bombs on, as is the last boss. But we just need to be able to keep them when we get into the actual boss arena. Yeah, fire for now. I'm gonna try to switch to bombs. If I can get bombs, that would be beautiful. But we'll see. Green Mojo's fine. I want bombs. Also, why is there a robot with a pipe? Don't worry about it. It's not worth it to get in here because that will cause problems if you don't. We gotta blow up the jellyfish. That's 2. I've seen it take 6 times, six phases, like 6 repetitions. I'm not sure why. That's number 3. This is why I want bombs, by the way, so you just melt them with the bombs, pretty much, because it doesn't move at all. Let's see here. Melt them again, that's number 4. Five. 6. And final stage coming up. This is stage 8, the end of the war.
Este é trabalho. Muito bem, soldado. Esta é a última instalação do nosso inimigo.
Welcome to the Monster's Lair. Our service is evil plans, world domination, and more. Get in and ask for a budget without any obligation. Attacker! So we don't want the bombs for now. We want to switch to another weapon, probably the fire. But whatever we get is going to be fine. Mostly I just want to save ammo until I get to the actual boss itself. Oh, perfect. Lovely. Oh, well, okay, there we go. Alright, almost done with the game. Just got this stage to go through. It's not that hard of a stage, honestly. It really isn't. Compared to stage 6, the stage is actually a lot easier, with the bosses not, so. Anyway, it's the final boss of the run, so that makes sense. For it to be not as much of a cakewalk as the, not as much of an easy time, should we say, sorry. Cakewalk's a bad term, we don't want to use that term. Apologies. Now, what we can do with the shield power-up as shield special is we just knock these walls out of the way completely and they don't matter. They just don't. They don't matter. It's probably the part of the run where I actually use the shield the most, just so I can push the walls out of the way forever. There are other points, of course, why, like if I'm swarmed with enemies, but this is just such a good spot to use it at, because it's... Getting those walls out of the way is probably the best you can do with it, in that case. Switch to laser, good. We have achieved level 4, that's beautiful. That is very good. Now we have the walls. We have to break down the walls. I don't want to hit the wall. And when the music cuts out, we'll pretty much be at the first stage of the boss. Alright. So, first stage of the final boss. We're not actually fighting the brain monster, we're fighting the giant mechanic skull, which kidnapped her girlfriend. Sorry, that's the plot of the game. Gotta get through this window here. Just clip through it, it's fine, don't worry about it. Get through one last little section for power-ups. Few last little enemies on the way, and then we have the boss himself. Yep, so we're almost at the boss. The brick floor on the ground is how I can tell that. Unfortunately, I have the laser beam, which is not ideal for this part, so I do want to get that swapped out ASAP. But it might be okay. I'm gonna try and get these things out of the way as quickly as I can. Okay, fire might actually be okay. We want to get these cannons out of the way before we get into the final stage, the second part of this phase of the boss fight. There, that's the cannon's dead. Now how quickly is he gonna actually go ahead and grab the building? Once he grabs the building, we can basically just abuse him until this form is dead, so... There we go. Now he's grabbing the building, so he'll flip that up, try and trap us in this area. But that means we actually just hit his hands and kill him. The fireballs don't matter, they just don't. You have health, they don't matter. They don't do any damage practically. Go up a little bit so you don't get ran into the wall. Keep on hitting the boss. Alright, that's phase 1 done. Now we need to catch up with the skull and defeat it. And once that is done, that will be the end of the run. I do want bombs, that is exactly what I want. See if I can maybe get some more ammo. Not that it really matters, but I do want a little bit more ammo just to be safe. If I can get it without, like, risking my weapon power-up, that would be ideal. If I can't, then no worries. I'm not gonna worry about it. Oh, I did switch. Okay, well, fine. That's the laser, which I do not want. I want bombs, please. Thankfully, the missiles he does shoot do drop power-ups, so I could destroy that and get bombs, like that. And now I just obliterate them, pretty much. You want to be kind of like right here, like underneath them, and very close. So he just melts, pretty much. And that's the run. That has been a grande, bagunça, espacial, the big space mess. 80%, 560201. Not bad, although I could have had better luck with the with power-ups when I needed them, but it's fine. I'm not worried about it.